Hey everyone, Reuscher, Megaton Leviathan, the biggest name in doomgaze. For the 10 of you who are watching this is for you. Maybe it's for me more than anything, you know. I don't know. I'm trying not to burn out on this shit, guys. You know, everything that's going on in the world, and I'm lucky enough to stay afloat and have a house where I can store all my shit and like get creative. And time is a luxury, man. I'm getting to a place to where we got like 3.5 hours of material loaded into the Ableton Live playback rig, and we're learning them all. I'm looking forward to bringing that to you guys, one step at a time. Yeah. My girlfriend that I've been seeing for going on 2 years is moving in. That was actually an easy decision to make. You know, I was like, yeah, no, this has been going on for a minute. I think we need to move forward with this, and I'm fortunate in that way. You know, usually I'm used to just people being like, damn, Andrew, you're too much for me. You're fucking nuts. And I'm like, yeah, I am nuts. But I think we're compatible. That's cool. So that's happening. And I'm hoping that, like, you know, it's like a partnership, right? Like, there is some hope that will add to my quality of life and improve my ability to make art. But I'm realizing that I'm going to have to start, and this is something I've always done. This is something I did in Alaska, where we just had to create our own little world. The world's a fucking shithole, man. Like, living in America, we're in a third world country right now. And, yeah, I got to kind of work alongside this stuff and create my own ecosystem, you know? And there are the tools for that. It's not difficult. It is difficult to get started, you know? But I've laid the foundation with Megaton Leviathan, and I'm proceeding. I've decided that at the ripe age of 50, yes, I had a birthday in June. I turned 50. But I realized I'm not giving up on this, man. I'm not giving up. You know, when I look back, I've been doing this for 25 years, making music, being in bands and doing stuff. And, you know, if I could do it in Alaska, I can do it anywhere. Where there's a will, there's a way. And after all, I'm an American. Rock and roll is my birthright. Yeah, man, dig it. And yeah, I fuck around with synthesizers and all that shit, and we're gonna get into that. I think that, you know, tonight I'm planning on going in the studio and working on some stuff. Whether that ends up being Megaton Leviathan or not, it's another thing. But yeah, anyway, I no big plans of, you know, U.S. tour or world tours and whatnot, but I do plan on playing regionally and not overdoing it. Like, I live on the Oregon coast, and I'm in a very fortunate position where I have players that show up and are into it, and we're in a region, man. Like, you know, we could play anyway. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm very happy about how this worked out. Like, I still don't have a fucking van, but we have pretty big vehicles that we can load things into. And yeah, I have merch. I'm ready. It's just that, like I said, the infrastructure. I'm building a website currently and getting that going. So if you want to support me, you can. And that'll help me pay my musicians and whatnot, because this is a craft. You know, people want to devalue art and make it worthless and cheap and just put it up in some hospital somewhere, and you're the lucky artist that got to have your sterile art in the doctor's office, bud. Chicken dinner for a year, you know. That's not the kind of art I want to make, you know. That's not why I got into this. This is something that, you know, I remember having conversations with my uncle as a child about my path. And yeah, you know, he was right. I did a bunch of drugs and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of delayed my progress. But here I am, you know, and I'm doing this thing, and I don't know, man. I think about it like, yeah, I had blood music, you know. I'm watching Perturbator drop his singles, and they're fucking good, and I'm digging them. And I'm like, damn, dude. I had to think about it. What did that do, dude? What did that dude do that I didn't? I have to ask myself those questions. I was on the same label as author and Punisher, and I have to ask myself, what did I do that he didn't? You know, why did I drag my feet? I have to be honest with myself, you know? And I think that when I signed to Blood Music, it was an opportunity brought to me by Matron Thorne, and who is a friend and ally, and he's evangelist and a bunch of other great projects. Matron Thorne's, he lives in Finland, and so he got me in contact with those guys, Mort Seabite and I, and that's how the Blood Music thing happened. And at the time, I was just like, oh, great, a label. Someone who is a fan of what I do, they appreciate the art of it, and this doesn't seem to be a profit-driven type of a thing. And it's like, sure, dude, we're going to sell records, but I'm used to that DIY, do-it-together mentality of, like, it takes time to make it happen, you know? If you want to stand on a solid foundation, it takes time. You got to build that ecosystem. It's world building. You can't build a world over fucking night. And anyway, fuck the industry, dude. I'm not here for that shit. That's not what the world needs, is more fucking people in suits fucking fitting pieces of a puzzle together. I know it fits, man. And when it does, I'm gonna make a buck. I don't care if I have to fucking step all over you to get it. And that's kind of the trappings of where we're at, but it's a trap. Late stage capitalism is a trap. And we're all in a rat race. Look out. So I'm not playing that game. I have to kind of sidestep it and be like, fine, you know. And that's the war I'm waging, you know. As a future farmer of America, I'm sowing seeds, one seed at a time, and I'm gonna watch them grow, baby. Yeah, man. Anyway. Enough out of me. I got a lot of work to do. All right. Love you guys. Look out after each other. All we have is each other, man. Dig it. All right.